How's everybody doing today?
Real good. We're doing real good over here.
Absolutely. Just give a second. I always like to check, make sure everything's all solid. So today we have a great show. We have a lot of content, so we're going to be going having two shows this week for everybody. So we have a few guests with us today. We have co-host Trent and Mike Kotas. Did I say that properly, Mike?
You did?
I did. Okay. We have Mark Mosher with us this weekend. We have Team Meatball Racing with us as well down in Kentucky, and we have Larry Dennis with us. Was big tire winner from Black Friday. I know he was at the Kentucky, and he was a smart man. Put his car in the trailer, so hats off to you for that. I'll let him share what his thoughts were on that.
If I had an extra 500 pounds put on the back of it, I might have tried it.
You'd have had to hang it off the back, like beater bomb style.
Oh. But yeah, give me a second. Let me get the.
That track was fine about the first 125 feet. After that, it was sketch.
It looked like.
Go ahead.
Man, it's wherever you did your burnout and glue. I was the first pair where I did my burnout to about 100 foot out. That thing was on a pass to about 100 foot, and then it was like, oh, I don't even. I thought the motor blew up, and I was in my own oil. I didn't know what happened.
It looked like from all the videos I've seen of it, it looked like as long as you were like on the tire, you're fine. As soon as the car came down and like redistributed the weight at all, it was just game over.
My car was on a wheelie. I don't know, a little bit, 3-4 inches, all the way to the end of the rubber. And as soon as it got out of it, with the front wheels in the air, it smoked the tires.
Really? Out. So it was the track that much? Okay.
Yeah, it was just
leave on whatever. It didn't really matter.
I went like 128 or 129, 60 foot. I was the first pair down with not.
Dude, that's blistering. It's blistering at this level.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen a couple guys down there that had wheelies go into it, and I mean they were literally telling us and showing us. I mean it was full power out of 60 foot, and you see their graph just all the way down. It was ridiculous.
I can imagine.
Around, he just out 60 foot of me, and I was like, oh shit! I'm like, well, now we're gonna get squirrely now after it got loose, and he kept his actually pretty straight. I don't know what kind of tune-up he had in it, but it just. He guessed it right away, whatever it was on the end.
All right, just bear with me for a minute. You guys can keep going for a minute. I'm just doing some background stuff here for you guys.
Background?
Yeah.
Like green screen? Can
no.
I look like I'm flying through the air? Because that'd be really cool.
Well, I'll play a short intro clip here. It's not a finished product yet. I have a lot to do to it, but it's just a little teaser from this weekend a little bit. I guess we'll kind of throw that up there and get things going.
Yeah.
Who you got to call?
That's a badass video.
Oh yeah.
Like you just want to sit there and bob your head like you're Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Got me all excited over here. I'm ready to make a hit.
Yeah.
Just
be careful at 100 feet.
I wish I'd have known that. Like, I knew it was going to be slippery out there, but I know it was going to be that slippery. Like, I'm not saying I could have went hauling ass down there or even beat anybody else, but I'd had a little better shot at it, I think.
Well, and the one was it that does like a Pinto or the orange, whatever it is, that spins out and basically does like a slow circle drift to get himself straightened out. Like, just play that on loop. That
That
pretty much
shows
tells
how
the entire
slippery it
story.
is. I mean,
Like,
it's not
a big dude, just wrap your mind around a big tire car just blips the throttle and just spins the car around like it's a fucking drift king on a racetrack like that. If
Yep.
you are if you're ever on a wet racetrack, it'll do that. But
And
that was
round
just
for
crazy.
the finals of the big tire, the
Yeah.
guy really went off the road, went off it, tapped the wall, and drove it right back on him, and he ended up winning that round.
The big, you know why? Because he got dirt on his tires and it acted like sand for a railroad, for like a locomotive, and it gave him
Yeah.
better grip on the
He
ice.
turned his Sanders on. He made a hit.
do, 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 do,
Get
do.
outta
He's like
here.
Thomas the fucking tank engine over there. Hey, Brian,
Yes.
check your link because it's not showing up on Facebook, brother.
I know I'm working on that right now while you
Okay.
guys have fun with the show and stuff. So I'll be back,
Sweet.
you guys, while you
I
work
do
on
love
it. Okay?
having fun. All right, well let's start some shit. No, I'm just kidding. So here, this was a talking point that I wanted to bring up. We were talking about a pre-show, Larry. I don't think you were in yet. With all of the extremes that we're seeing in no prep, and obviously back half racing has become a really big part of no prep, the genre in general. Is there such a thing as too much? For example, obviously Grand Hustle was, poised to be the biggest money. No, I mean, it still really technically was the biggest money no prep race ever done. Obviously, it ended on a kind of a sour note, but it was still the biggest no prep race ever attempted financially. And now we've got, this Kentucky Cash Days, or as I like to jokingly call it, Happy's Forklift Drags, because it's basically a warehouse floor at that point. And it just got me to wondering when I was driving today, thinking about it. Is there a point where like we just go too far with all of what we're doing with all of our unorthodox drag racing style? I'd be interested to hear your guys' opinions.
My opinion is I don't like this weekend, yes, and everybody thought it was not as slick as it was, but it was advertised as slick as it was. And my opinion is like if people show up to run on that, I feel like everybody's there to accept that challenge and stuff. Everybody, the no prep thing is really trying to equal field, and everybody's just trying to. I mean, this weekend, would I go back? Yeah, I would run it just to run it.
Sure.
Either, to be honest, I don't think there's anything worse than this weekend. I think this was it. I think this is the worst surface anyone will ever be on.
All I'm thinking of right now is that fucking meme of Billy Mays. But wait, there's more. I hope you're right, because that was a whole new level of sketchy.
The Grand Hustle race, going back to that was a cool race. They ran that show cool. They should have been upfront about the money as soon as we got there. I mean,
agreed.
Everyone races for $10,000 and bangs their shit up. They would have raced for 170 with no question,
Right, and and what we talked about before. That's really where that's the only place where I think that Shannon went wrong.
Yeah,
everything else looked great. All he had to do was, and with the reschedule, I mean, he had kind of I guess the perfect out, if you will. Listen, a lot of guys didn't come, so we're short of where we thought we were going to race for this. And you'd had a couple guys grumble, what the fuck? But nobody would have cared.
Yeah,
it would have been nothing like what happened.
Well, let's get back over to the ice rink. That place is badass. The guys that put it on is badass. And you tell me what race you've ever been to where you have 36 cars at $300 buying a car and it pays $30,000. I mean, that's badass. I've never been anywhere.
That's some serious coin.
Money.
See, that's what I think.
Not up here.
I think Happy is smart by throwing it in as a cash or a street race style.
Yeah, he don't know how much. He don't know who's coming. Get paid at the gate. Pull in here, run your shit. Let's get it. That's badass.
People who post a list on who's coming, and somebody who has a freaking 6.0 car, and they're competitive on the street. But the thing is, though, they come to this race, they're like, oh, so and so's there. They've been fast. We ain't gonna go.
He's just talking about on this particular race who had the data, who had the most traction control, rank or whatever. They had their shit together. That's what they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if I wouldn't have been first pair and I could have seen someone else go down, we would have tightened our game up and we would have made a good hit. But being where I was at, it is what it is.
If I would have went the next pair after Chris Woods and seen what he did, I would have done the exact same thing. with everything and shut the whole car off about 120 feet and put that dude in neutral and coast.
So basically, just do like a 60-foot pass, just lay into it, and just cut. What are you doing? I'm getting my license, bro. We're going 60 feet. And
That's
then
how,
you just
that's
kind
how Skidboy got beat.
Yeah.
Skidboy got Chris Wood.
Chris Woods did a 120-foot pass and clipped it in neutral and coasted the whole way.
you know, and
Yeah,
it's funny too.
I've done a
'Cause-
lot of racing with Schoolboy. He's badass on any.
Yes, he
yeah,
is.
when I saw his car get loose, I did a double take because that car just doesn't do that. Like you could race that car out of a car wash and it would do a wheel stand. You know?
That car would really work on dirt. I mean, really would.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Won't work on garage floor though.
yeah, it won't work on
No.
dirt.
Clearly,
No.
He don't have that data yet.
and you knew.
I pulled around there and did my burnout, you know, and I figured it was just gonna be like ice, and it revs up, goes on the limiter, I let off the gas, and it barks the tires like I'm at the track. I was like, maybe
Yeah,
this is gonna be.
You're
way
like, all
faster than
right.
I ever thought about it. I let off the
Right.
brake, and that thing was riding until it wasn't. You know, it's just
Yeah.
pretty scary.
Yes, sir.
But then even go back on his money deal. I mean, yes, nobody else I've ever seen has thrown that much money on top of a pot with just 36 racers.
No, it just shows
that's
that,
huge.
that Happy he didn't care about making any money. He didn't care about none of that. He was there for the street race. You know,
Yes.
a lot of promoters, they put a lot of money and time in advertising, so they have to keep money, so they break even. The Happy didn't care. He was there. He was there for the race. That was badass.
Happy was there to put on a badass show for anybody who
Absolutely.
wanted to watch it. And I mean, it was just good because he didn't guarantee nobody any kind of big payout. He didn't guarantee anybody nothing. He just told you what was up. $300 buy-in, $350 buy-in.
Yeah, but 50 went to the track.
Half of the spectator money goes to the pot, and the rest goes to the track.
And they had
And then-
6,000 sponsored.
Yep. I mean,
How much?
6,000 sponsored.
That's
There
solid.
were 7,000
I
sponsors.
see you shaking your head, Mike.
That's insane, man.
I feel you, dude.
Like while the race was going on, people were still donating and sponsoring the race as it was going on.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like people walking up here, throw this couple hundred in the pot and make it
Yeah,
better.
like this
You know?
dude walks up, he says, I got 200 for the longest drive. And another guy's like, I got 200 for the best wheelie. And the next thing you know, they're like, a whole line of people want to give out money. So I guess I got to get back to Kentucky. They
It's
don't
a
do that
different
here.
world down there, guys. It's just a
Yeah.
different world. It really
I'm
is.
gonna pack up and take the show to Kentucky.
Right?
Yeah.
And I just like the only thing that sucks about it is like this weekend everybody's gonna see how slick it was, and like I just don't want them to think, oh, that's how that track's gonna be, because they're coming like and they're from a crowd, you know, and that track's gonna be fast.
They're gonna.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
gonna be real fast.
the one picture that Brian shared. It looks like there's some good rubber down already. I mean, it ain't gonna take much longer for that track to
Yeah,
become something.
And then
No,
and then
and-
second round, they come around, they're like, you guys want to prep it or you want to keep it? And everyone's like, nah, fuck that. We don't want to prep it. And I can't believe everyone voted not to prep it, you know? It would have been a huge kick in the nuts for the first round guys that went out.
Exactly. If people
Yeah.
would have lost, everybody would have like, man, that's fair.
Yeah, fuck that. Give me a buyback round, you know? Something. Make it fair.
Buyback.
Yeah, I feel like they probably kind of asked.
Buyback's a
prep
great
it.
thing. It gives you nothing.
Yeah, if you're a
but
bracket racer,
And
I'll
chance
bracket race you. Any kind of race you. I'll tell you that. It's the best thing for the pot, dude. Another $100. Put it in the pot. It's just for the pot.
well, yeah, if I'll agree with that. If it goes in the pot, yes, but you know as well as I do, most buyback money does not go in the pot.
Bro, if you're badass, it don't matter. You put them out again next round.
That's true. Absolutely.
Yes,
to be
sir.
just to go with the Chicago aspect for a second, Mike. How do you think it would go over if we did buybacks in one of our no prep races?
I don't know. You want to know what? I've kind of
I'm
kicked
open
that
to that.
around a little bit, and I've even thought of like doing like a second chance deal. You know, where like
Yeah.
you go to
Like a
most
whole nother
people.
ladder, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even a
yeah.
whole nother ladder is cool.
I'm
too.
talking.
Just-
I'm talking buyback into the main show,
Nah,
like a
no, thank you.
traditional buyback.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
No.
like they would literally tar and feather us.
Yeah, I don't. I got enough gray hair coming in at my age. I don't need any more.
I feel you, dude.
They do a lot of buybacks here in Michigan. Or they have
You want to? I think it's very. I think it's very territorial
everywhere.
as far as you know
It
where
is.
it it works some places and like
and what I mean by buyback, it might be a whole nother ladder, a whole nother race for like a buyback
Well,
race.
yeah, that's a second chance. That I think you
Yeah.
could pull off if you've got the room in your program for it. That's the one
I've
thing.
been almost every other state we've been filming, and
Mm-hmm.
I see buybacks and all that in other states as well.
Now, are we
Yeah.
talking, Brian, a buyback into the main ladder, or
No,
just
no,
a second chance?
a second
Yeah,
I
chance
well,
think
race.
I think it's important to make that distinction. You know, second
and like-
chance race, whole separate ladder.
Yeah, and
That's
like
true.
somebody just said in the comments, like if the pot's smaller than what it's supposed to be, then yeah, let them buy back in, because if it goes directly to the pot, then you got yourself a bigger pot then.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and again, the one thing you got to keep in mind is, depending on how much you have going on in your program, is make sure that you don't, you know, add something to your program you weren't planning on time wise. The next thing you know, you're running tight on time or something like that. Because if you offer buybacks that you weren't planning, and then, well, we got to split in the semis because, you know, we ran into curfew or ran out of light or it got too cold, you know, someone's going to complain about, well, if we didn't do the buybacks, we wouldn't have this, you know, just, I could totally see that coming. Or maybe it's just up here. I don't know.
Yeah.
And we're live back on Facebook and everything now, just so everybody is aware of
Sweet.
it.
There's crybabies everywhere. It don't matter where you're at. Michigan,
Dude,
California, Chicago. If you do something, if you do one thing, a buyback race, or don't have one, someone's crying on either side. So what the fuck does it matter?
Exactly.
You know, you're kind of preaching to the choir, my friend. I promise you that. I have been yelled at from every conceivable angle over the years, from no prep to tracks to streets. I mean, at some point, I've been threatened by pretty much everybody I know, and eventually, you learn to just kind of brush it off and try to make the best decisions and just keep moving forward. Sometimes you do the right thing, and sometimes you got to go back to the drawing board. But someone's going to complain no matter what you do. That's just a certainty.
And Jasper, you're not going to please everybody. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your thought on that, Larry?
Somebody be mad about it one way or another. No matter what you do.
Now here, let me throw another one out there, because this is on my list of stuff I had to do as far as where do you draw the line. In small tire, I've been seeing a trend where, like Mike, you said you had some what you call outlaw 28 guys, which is a term I really haven't used. I'm not real familiar with it, but it's a good term to use. Is there a point at which you have to draw a line on the small tire guys as to, like, keep the killers from scaring the rest of the field away, that sort of thing? You know, I've been hearing some people talk about billet blocks. Is that something that would regulate you out of small tire? You know, I don't know. I just know what I've seen over the years as far as the trends up here, and I think it's probably a good conversation to have in order to keep the fields, you know, healthy, rather than I don't know, rather than, you know, people just hang it up because they don't have the resources or whatever to compete with someone who's got that kind of.
That's why we made the track slippery, right? So everyone was the same.
Well, that was the theory. Yeah, that was the theory. But you know, people are overcoming that.
Well, you take billet blocks out of it, then what? I have a big tire car no one would race. I put it on small tires. Now I can't race it because it's got a billet block.
Well, no, and that's why I was asking. I don't have an opinion on it one way or the other.
You know, I'm
just
just
curious.
an example.
Sure, of course.
I mean, my thoughts on something like that is like RVW or Lights Out when they start doing the LER rules and stuff. I mean, you can't really space the 28-10-5 outlaw classes in with something like that of restricting people on what they can use or what this is or how much horsepower they can put out like the NPK people do. 28-10-5 outlaw, it is supposed to become from the streets. You know, it's anything go. Pretty much anything goes. I mean, yes, everybody has the certain rule they do. 28-10-5, there was bars, stock suspension, stock frame or firewall, locations of stuff. I mean, yeah, there's those certain rules, but that's for people to not go pro mod. It's for people to be able to say, I have a street car and it's been X amount fast. It's been this mile per hour. It's like his car, Butterface. That car has everything but a backseat and wipers. And I everything but a backseat and wipers. And everybody says it's badass and it does everything we can do on the 28-10-5, but I mean, we made it to be, it's on a thin line of street car and race car, but that's what we had to do. It's got all the interior in it besides back seats, got everything under it besides windshield wipers. That's it.
There he is. I knew that dog was going to show up eventually. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I figured he was going to come down sooner or later.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I like. I like the kind of anything goes for the most part.
sure.
To restrict somebody going, oh well, you have a big block, so we're gonna make you a separate class from small block.
So if
That's
Boost
how-
12 shows up,
Well,
Yeah.
that's like when Boost 12 went down to Texas and had to race Friday instead of Saturday because they wrote a rule in to outlaw big block with twins.
Yeah, see,
And it was-
that's that's
Yeah,
not
I mean, I think you see a lot of events with loose rules now because nobody wants a tech nightmare either. You know, and,
Well, absolutely.
that's another
absolutely.
thing that delays everything as a whole. So.
Well, and that's I mean, go back. Let's look back at when we all started doing this stuff. I mean, Cots is kind of acknowledged as the first one out there, and we had 3 rules. It was 28, 10, 5 non-W, stock suspension, and no wheelie bars, and that was it. Let it ride. But the difference is back then, guys were going 9-0s out the back door. It's evolved to such a level now. I mean, nobody ever saw this coming. Nobody. It just. I think now, as people putting on races, it's tough to find a balance to keep, racers happy, but also keep racers engaged. A lot of racers just drop out. You want to keep new people coming into the ranks, that sort of thing. Maybe that's just a Chi-Town problem. I don't know. You guys seem to have a whole lot of racers out there. I think
I
I'm
mean,
just gonna move
Sherm just nailed it on the head. I
Yep.
mean, big boys are going to follow big money,
Yeah.
Yep.
no matter what.
Well, and that's true. That's very true. Actually, that I don't know. It was a number of years ago. That was something that was explained to me by Keith Zabel. He said, I was going to come up, but there's another 10,000-hour race 4 hours away. You guys are 13 hours away. So nothing personal, but I'm going to go 4 hours away. Like it's, to a lot of these guys, it's very much a business. And if you put the big money out there, big bait brings big fish. So
Yep.
Sherm is right on.
Kelly Nate came away from California for the Kentucky Cash Days example.
Yeah, didn't he say he was going 460 off the trailer?
Yeah, and I called him.
Not at that fucking race, you didn't.
You guys
Yeah,
you
he
mean?
said it. We were there.
Yes.
I got the
Oh,
meme.
Limpy's in
I
the
will make
house.
it,
What's
okay?
up, Limpy?
What's going on? I got to send him a link. I'm gonna join him in here actually.
Oh, boy. He just got done doing the feed. Let
There
the man
goes
have
the
a break.
neighborhood.
No kidding. I see Chucky over there.
Yeah.
What
What's
else?
up, Happy?
Yeah, I mean, small tire rules. I like the 28, 10, 5, steel roof, steel quarter, no bars.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But what
Yeah,
what about a
that's-
Corvette, though?
Were
Well,
applicable.
Factory. It's factory.
Applicable.
factory rule.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do with F bodies that are T-top car?
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Man,
Yeah, that's
let
true.
him in.
They also got composite beat
Right,
doors
yeah.
and all that shit.
You know, I mean,
Put a
so-
28 on it, a 28, 10, 5, non-W, and let him in. Who cares what it's on? You know how many pro mods we've outrun with a pile of shit back half car? Bring them on. Bring all
Yeah,
of them.
well, and I think the thing that a lot of the complainers don't want to talk about is the people that they complain about are the ones out there testing 3-4 days a week. And they truly live for what they're doing.
Yeah.
You put the time into your program and you make your program excel, and then someone who comes out twice a month complains about it. It's like,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, I mean, take Schoolboy for instance. He's out testing all the time.
when he's not racing RC cars, yeah, absolutely.
Hey, leave the RC stuff out.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm a little jealous. Like it's pretty sick. Although I'm kind of, I thought about buying one, trade one of my other ones in or something.
Don't do it.
Oh God, here
Look
goes
at
the
me.
neighborhood.
Fuck,
Limpy's in the house.
fuck more.
Wow. Wow. Everybody take a moment of silence to acknowledge the king. We are in the
Yeah.
presence of royalty. Are you at the Doubletree?
Nah, Limpy's getting yelled at. She's like, "You just got off a fucking live feed. Why you on another one?"
No, my old lady,
I heard
lady's
that.
she's like 900 miles away.
He's
Oh,
still at a
right.
friend's house.
I'm still
I
at
thought
Happy's house.
I'm looking at
Are
the
you-
back. I
yeah.
thought he's at a Doubletree hotel with that thing behind him.
No, he's out visiting a friend
Okay.
nearby. So
Okay.
I'm over here at Happy's house.
yep.
Nice.
That big full on here.
Oh,
Yeah, have him slide next to you on the screen. So
Yeah.
we'll get both you guys
Y'all
together.
share a chair?
Dude,
There
we're
you
gonna
go.
all we need is one more, and we will literally be
You
the
gonna sit in
Brady
my lap?
Bunch.
Sit in my lap.
Yeah, that's a lot of testosterone about to fill that little screen hole right there.
Come here.
Grab a chair. Come on over
Come
here.
here and sit.
The
sit in
internet
my
will
lap.
never
I'll
be
show
the
you-
same.
I'll show you a magic trick.
Back room.
There we go. We got you both there.
Oh my God,
Okay.
he's actually there.
Oh, no. Let's try with no volume.
Sharing headphones.
Hold on.
There you guys go. You should be
I
fine.
love it.
Alrighty, so and we'll get back to our conversation in a minute since we got all
It's
you
like
on.
a Zoom
I'm just gonna-
conference.
Yeah, there we go.
Background noise.
Boop.
Oh, there we go.
We got feedback.
No, you
you're
guys
good.
sound perfect.
you're good.
Sound perfect, Limp.
I'll play since you guys are all on now. I'll just play a short clip for everybody since we got most everybody on now. It's not a finished product. I have a lot to do, a lot to add to it, but it's just a little quick teaser. Okay, so it's
All right.
rough. Just forewarning.
Who you got to call?
Oops, sorry about that.
You want to know?
Yeah,
what's
just
crazy?
quick.
Out of all those
So-
cars spinning out and stuff like that, I saw one parachute come out. That's it.
And it didn't even come out fast enough to do anything. He was going too slow. I don't know if you guys ever do TikTok or anything like this, but Brian, you have to take the highlights of that, and then there's a TikTok audio of everybody just going wee, just cars over and over again. It'll be epic. It'll be fantastic.
Oh
Like,
boy.
that's I ain't never seen
That
anything
look
like
good.
that.
That looked real good.
Yeah, the full video would be nice. I was just a
Nice
quick tease.
video.
But I got to add some burnouts to it. Just want to, on the Thursday show, we'll have a much better polished one to release to everybody. But
Yeah. Not bad for a rough draft.
yeah, I
Real
literally
good
just threw that. I
video.
literally just threw it together. So, but I appreciate it.
I
What
think I get
song
like
is
five,
it?
five this weekend.
Actually, I looked that one up. I just I looked to the one that fits the beat to the event that just seemed to go with it.
Just YouTube trap rap.
Something like that. I have a license for
Press
that
play
song,
all.
but I think it was Shoots and Ladders is the name of the song actually.
Shoots and ladders. That makes you
Shoots
think of
and ladders.
corn.
Yeah, I
like
don't.
I like it.
Go figure.
Oh,
But
Dylan's got some screen notes over here. We call them hype videos. Thank you, Dylan. Right. Meanwhile, he's got that shit cranked up to 11 in his sleeper. He just put like 15,000 watts of stereo in his truck, so he's like literally having a house party in the back. Good shit. Wait a minute. Is that Billy? Like, Mike, that looks like your dog down in Limpy's
Oh
frame.
no, trust me.
I
You
was
know
like,
if
how
that
did you
was
do
him.
that?
Yeah, no.
That was
Yeah,
cool.
you know if all 130 pounds of him was around.
Well, that's a mini one. That's a mini.
Wow. All right, so here, let's do this. Limp, since we got you on, you and Happy together, let's just ask you guys, how did you feel about the Kentucky Cash Days you just did? Obviously, there's a lot of talk going on about it. Happy, listen, 100% brutal truth and honesty. The advertising was on point. It is the worst surface you have ever seen in your life. That's what you said last week, and you were dead on.
That man did
Yeah,
not lie one bit.
Nobody believed me. I mean, nobody at all believed me, and it's crazy that everybody I've spoke with almost every driver, even the ones that's crashed, and they all said, "Man, we would do that shit again." Now, honestly, I think that was a one in a lifetime type deal that we did. The surface next year will be killer. I loved it. I hated seeing everybody tear up their stuff, but it was exactly as I said. I mean,
yeah, if you guys put a grind on that like they were talking about, that track is going to be ridiculous.
it's going to be stellar. I mean, it will be stellar. They're going to add shutdown. That place is going to be awesome. And I want to have the very first event. I don't want there to be a single burnout on that surface whenever we have the next Cash Days. It'll be badass. Somebody will come off the trailer and go 5-0.
So now I understand, Happy, that they're actually going to be removing that hill on the start line section and adding concrete pads on the sides, lengthening things out for spectators and everything, more grandstands in there, and adding shutdown. Did I get that right, in concrete walls?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're tearing all the guardrails out. They're going to grind the surface. I mentioned having like a VIP area for all the people that stand on the starting line to have their little gambling section, flip quarters, shoot dice, pick lanes, have a little spot for everybody. I think he's got another 500 foot or so for shutdown that he can add. So, I mean, it's going to be badass. I think we'll be able to run it either way.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Hold up. Could you imagine? This is like a golden opportunity here. The first drag race, the drag strip ever that is built and designed to run both ways. How crazy would that be?
It'd be badass.
That would be
crazy.
amazing.
Backtrack the other way and no issues. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but shout out to you guys for adding what? 21,000 on top of a 36 car field.
Yeah,
I
gotta ask, how did that was Happy? I gotta ask you because dealing with purses is a very stressful job. Anybody that's done it knows it. I mean, how did you do it? Was that just from spectators? Did you have sponsors chip in, or
we
are
killed
the
it
farmers?
with the spectators. I had 7,000 before any car pulled in. I had $7,000 in sponsors. And all that was pot. So if one car showed up, he was getting 7,000 and going home.
Well, actually, 7,300, right?
Yeah,
to get us money back.
So
that's amazing.
I think that's the way it should. I don't know. Because I'm a racer. I'm a racer, and I just feel like there's a lot of greedy people out there, and I think that this showed that you don't have to be greedy because the next one's going to be badass, and I'll make some money the next time. I didn't worry about making no money this first time. I wanted to get my name out there.
Sure,
you did.
I support like this. I got some of the best guys in the country in my corner, and we're going to do some badass shit in Kentucky. We're central. We can draw everybody from west to east to south, from north from us.
You got better weather. Yeah, we were talking about
take 60s in April.
Oh yeah,
said all day long.
Yeah, but Limpy, before you guys got on, we're talking to Larry Dennis, who is right here. We're talking about he's putting his race together for next year, and he wants to do it in April, and again in Kentucky. Whereas that was funny, Limpy. And I was just asking because I've driven through Kentucky a zillion times. I ran to Florida for the last 2 years. And I know that it's temperate during April, but I didn't know if it'd be temperate enough to hold a race. I just didn't know. So, if you guys have got the weather to do races, let's say April to, end of October or something like that, because up here end of October is sketchy as shit. That positions you guys in really the perfect place.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, and we can. We're going to start. I
think in March is when we raced the first
race
last year.
I think I'm going to try and do something in March. Yeah. If they can have the surface ready in March, I want to have like an opening deal. Because I know all the guys from the north will show up because it's still cold and snowing there.
Well, provided the problem that I've seen with the north guys over the years, and this is problem is air quotes, is a lot of times like they start tearing the cars down in the off season. So when you get the early season races out of town, some of them are ready, but some of them aren't. So that may be a factor. It's not like you guys are hurting for racers down there. I would kill to have 32, let alone 36. It's outstanding, and my hat is off to you guys.
I'm excited to see more events here in Kentucky, actually. Larry, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you got going on a little bit for everybody?
Oh, we're going to try to have it at Kentucky Dragway, April 23rd. That's the only date we got locked in. The Friday before, they're going to spend all week scraping the track. We really don't want to do nothing Friday night. If we're going to do anything Friday night, we're going to do it at the back of the track, maybe 8th mile down, water only. We're going to start from the tree. It's going to be water only, no prep. We're going to spend a week prepping it. I've talked to Jason Carpenter, Derek Woods. I've talked to a bunch of guys. A lot of people's interested. I've only come up with this idea since Sunday, but I've got $4,000 together right now to put on top of the pot. So I'm hoping by the time I get all the rules lined out and everything settled, we can make it a big race. It's an awesome facility. It's 4,600 feet. We run jet cars at 290 mile an hour and a quarter mile and had room to stop. It's just plenty of parking, great people. I just wanted to try to do it, so here I am.
Good deal.
That's what they needed for Kentucky was a jet car. That thing would have dominated.
That thing would have killed it.
Oh my God! I'm waiting for Tough to bust in the screen.
If you have another one in March, be sure to call because I'm from the north and my shit will be ready. I'll be there.
I got you.
Are you guys already ready, Team Meatball?
Congrats on your win, Larry.
Thank you, bud. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we did have a jet car show with Everton. We'll do next time, right? We'll
No,
bring a
thanks.
few out.
Oh God,
Yeah, if I
no.
come back to Desert Boys, I'll bring a jet car.
There we go. I want to see that for intermission in between the show.
I won't have to worry about traction issues, just keeping it straight.
Nobody said it'll be if it's on a 28. Bring it, right?
Right.
You know what's funny
No
is
rules, Happy. We can have
That's right.
wheel bars or anything. So bring that jet car.
you know
Hey,
years-
steel roof, steel
years-
quarter.
years ago, I actually wrote a rule specifically because of one local with his jet car. He's like, well,
boy.
I've got a 2810.5 on it, so they're in the rule. It's gone now, but in the rules, it's specific. I'm trying to think what it was. I think that's when actually it became doors. The cars had doors because his car doesn't have a door. You have to lift the body up to get in it. I'm sorry, it's not a door. So he threatened to put a door on it for years, but you just give it time. You're going to have thrust powered cars out there, guys with CO2 cars and who God knows what else.
Electric's coming.
Yeah, they're already here. We were talking about that earlier. I see. What do we got here? Oh, Steve Roden, the tall man's in the house. And yeah, Ruthless, you're right. No Prep has evolved way, way beyond what anybody thought it would. 13 years ago now. Jesus, it's been a long time.
13 years ago, they prepped a street to go street racing, didn't they?
Well, yeah,
we when you go street
bars
racing, we
with it
shut
on
them
the
out.
golf
Yeah,
cart.
we kind of, I don't know how you guys did it down south. We kind of always did that up here, but you had like the guys who were making a show out of it. They would take the little fairy duster and spray it around like this, and then they would light it on fire, like they're spraying the air, lighting it on fire, like they're, like the fucking David Copperfield or something. And, then it would spray it on the ground and then light it on fire. Like, okay, it looks cool, but it doesn't do as much as you think you do. The only time that, well, never mind. We're not going to talk about that. Continue.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
I just want to take it.
we did
I just
a
wanna-
we did a no prep in like 2005, and they ground the track, washed it, did pretty much water burnout, and man, every other car was a wreck. Everybody running into walls and stuff. And I was like, man, ain't nobody gonna want to do this shit.
Surprise.
That was what 16, 17 years ago.
Now, was that, Limpy,
Yeah.
is that when you started doing cash days? Because cash days was what, 06, I think?
Yeah, it's 05, 06, somewhere around there.
05, 06?
I just say 06 because that's about as far back as I can remember.
Yeah, I hear that.
Oh, speaking of that, I had a nice conversation with Dan today down in Texas.
Oh boy.
We got some good things happening, so we'll be down there a little more often.
Texas is a good time.
Yeah.
I never in my life, being a northern guy, thought I would be attending or participating or whatever, anything with a drag race on January 2nd until I went to Texas. And we did a race on January 2nd. Shannon Morgan did a race I went down there for. And it was just like, it's January 2nd. Like, it's literally snowing at home. And, they're down there 80 degrees and sunny and racing. And I'm just like, why do I live here? I'm jealous. I won't lie.
That's when we do no trailer season in the wintertime. Ain't nobody out
See,
running.
you guys have to have two different racing seasons.
Must be
That's
nice.
That's a struggle right there.
There's no financial stability there at all.
Hey, Limpy, are you guys going out to Arizona cash days this winter?
Yeah, what are you talking about, dude? He's referring to a different one. Anyways,
Yeah, we're
There
going.
is no cash days.
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
We're going out there for the winter to
Secret
go
stuff.
racing. So we'll be out
Secret-
there. I wasn't referring to anything in particular.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
So I actually want to shout out to a new. We have some new sponsors. We have some big announcements about a bunch of new events that we're going to be some main media for. But we have a new partnership long term with Cars and Chaos page. Oops, wrong one. They have. We're talking about that in just a minute. There we go. So Cars and Chaos is going to be at KD Dragway. We're going to be the main media for this event, and we have a long-term relationship going with them on their page and their group and everything they're doing. So I just want to do a shout out to Cars and Chaos, to those guys and Patrick over there. and Mark doing a great job, and it's going to be a fantastic event that they're putting together out there. So I just want to kind of give them a shout out. I just want to take a break for a minute and give a shout out to our Michigan Critical Power for the generator that's been helping me and Limpy both through all of these events recently. So I'm sure we're both thankful for that. And DP Electric also as well for their help sponsorship of this whole weekend that we've had. They've been the main sponsor for us. So I just wanted to shout them out real quick.
Yeah, and shout out to Patrick Claypool, Brian. He's actually in the chat.
Yep.
He's the one who owns Cars and Chaos. So
yep.
What's up?
I will say that we went to KD with my blue car, and we run like 3 or 4 classes over there, and everyone was warning me that, oh, the shutdown's crazy, you can't go fast there. Well, that's not true, because we hauled ass and we didn't have any trouble stopping. The transition was no trouble, so that's a pretty cool track. I can't wait to go back there.
You should tell them to take their ass to Holly Springs.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely different. It's kind of weird, like seeing a hill on the outside, and having the roller coaster on the way down, But it actually was a good time.
No
It
hill.
wasn't that bad.
It's a mountain. It's a
Yeah,
mountain.
that's a serious pull. Yeah. I was driving Brian's car, and I had to step on the gas. Like, I think I slowed down going up that hill.
Yes. They told me when I first hit it, do not let out. They said stay in it until you start going up. And
I didn't have any trouble. I was going 137, 138 there, and I didn't pull the chute, and I didn't have any trouble over there. That place is cool.
Actually, yeah, it helps the shutdown. It's kind of nice for that.
It's very that's like the most theatrical shutdown I've ever seen in my entire life. Just straight up.
Yeah, they lie. They say you don't need to get on the brake. Bullshit, you still get on the brake.
Yeah, you gotta get on the brake for sure.
You still gotta get on the brake.
We were there for the Eddie Grimes no gas stuff the night all that stuff
Oh
happened.
yeah, I was going to ask. That's the same place?
Yes.
His first time, he pulled the chutes up the hill.
And we was like,
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no way. He pulled them up and stopped at the top of the hill. We're like,
He like rolled backwards.
Yeah.
Shit.
Because that event, someone's car caught on fire and they had to stop halfway. And I was like, dude, I would have clicked the neutral and started rolling down the hill. That way people could get to me.
Yeah, you'd be closer to the fire truck, right?
Yeah, I was like, dude, there's no way no one can get to you. Like, you're halfway up the damn mountain. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Definitely. It was a good time. So we're looking forward to being back out that way. One of our photographers on our team, Mark, is kind of his home area over there. So there'll be lots of coverage out that way. And so we're looking forward to working with them and Cars and Chaos. We have some more announcements, some pretty big ones. But we'll talk about those on another show. But that's coming soon. Before we have a little more fun talking a little bit, I did want to make a shout out. So PRI is coming out next weekend, and there is an open house party going on that everybody should be at.
Yeah, dancers.
I know everybody, Jeff Thomas, Dean, everybody. I'm sure Limpy's even going to be there. Everybody's going to be at this. It's a great time. It's going to be on Friday evening, and there's some fun going on.
So you can go to this damn show again. God damn it.
Oh, it's going to be a good time this time. It's going to be a big party. We're all going to have a good time.
Y'all be easy on me. I've never been to PRI, so this is
this is my first time too.
Okay,
so.
Rule number 1, Tiki Bob's. Okay? Tiki Bob's
hold
is
on,
a
wait.
must.
Let's go back to that again. What? I'm
I
going to make
said
a note.
rule number 1, Tiki Bob's. And generally, if you should go home after Tiki Bob's because everybody always winds up with dancers and they have no idea how that happened. Just saying.
That kind of sounds like my place. If it's one of these type of bars,
It is.
Yeah.
You guys are about to make it, so I can't go to PRI. Jess is that next week.
That's not about all that. No,
Hey,
no.
it could be worse. There's another one in Indy. It's right down by the truck stops down at exit 4. It's called the Classy Chassis. That's not even an exaggeration. I would drive by it. I was like, no.
Is that where the lot litters go after they get done working?
I don't even
boy.
know. I just
We got to change gears,
That's
everybody.
a sketchy area of town. If you've ever been through there, you know what I'm talking about. It's one of the last old school, like back row truck stops you've ever seen in your life. It's rough.
All right, guys. So, but PR is going to be a good time. I know Limpy, me, a whole bunch of others are going to be there. They're going to have they're having a practice tree. They're having a party. They're having some money opportunities here if you guys win some money there. They got a Pro Tree 400 there going on. Winner gets $100 and a gift certificate for $500. and a bunch of other. I'll do a better announcement on this next week, but definitely, you guys want to go check that pre-party out. It's a good time. We're all going to have fun hanging out together. I'm sure we're going to be bumping each other all the time down there. And
Patrick, just hit me up.
yep, Limpy is going to be. Jasper is going to be in the Waffle House booth. He's going to have his car in there, so he's going to trip out of that.
He's got a big Waffle House sponsor for this year.
Yeah, he did. So
You guys are killing me.
Jasper, just make room for me.
Yeah, there we go. We had a few other, I think the guys down in Indiana too. They're going to have a booth, be in the booth too down there. So a bunch of people we know are going to have their cars in the show. So we're looking forward to that, just to meeting all our friends and hanging out with everybody and meeting new people. We're always looking for new sponsors. So we're going to be, working the area down there as well too. And we appreciate everybody's support and love they've been giving us. And we try to get our RV together and raise funds for that. So we're just very thankful. And yeah, if you want to come on in, Dylan, go ahead. Click on that link.
Oh boy.
Let's have a little fun
hey,
here.
turn down the country rap before you come in.
Oh boy.
My dog, he's been sending me snaps
He's
nonstop.
got hand signals. Lippy's going on like, hey,
Just start them off on mute.
Oh, there we go.
Listen, guys, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Yep. You guys aren't gonna believe this.
Look, I'll show you what his name is on my phone.
Oh no, this is.
I gotta see this. A little more to the side.
I can't see. It's not focusing.
Oh, that's funny.
What does it say?
I won't repeat. I'll let him repeat it.
Does it literally just say fuck? That's fantastic.
Yeah, it does.
I like it. That is
Where's-
amazing. There he is.
There's
Wow.
He's looking like
There you
Limpy
go.
Jr. right now. Look at this guy. He's like your protege.
That's my man.
That's my son.
Dylan, we
I'm not
appreciate
gonna-
you.
what's the beard? Who has the longest beard on the show tonight?
Dylan, 100%.
Let's take it. Dylan, okay.
Chris, for sure.
Dylan, we
know,
appreciate you
man.
turning
I
off
think
your
Mike
public
was in the
sparks
game
to
before
join
he
us.
trimmed it, so hey.
That's I don't know. That's
I
pretty
haven't
close.
trimmed this thing in forever.
Oh.
Mike, where's your beard at?
Hanging out. I
He
trimmed.
just cut it.
Yeah.
He's starting to get
Miami
the
is
old
with
man
short
gray
fur.
hair syndrome, so shorten it up a little bit.
True story.
Hey, we got to have our winter facial hair,
Dylan,
Yeah,
shut
for being at the end of No Shave November, it looks like a lot of you all
Oh, look, he's looking
not playing.
I like my shit.
No.
Oh, wait, put that back up. Come on, let's see that.
What was that?
Oh, what was this?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, I can't see. Hey, give
Send
Limpy
me
the
the
big
video.
picture.
Send it to me and I'll
I'm
post
going
it
to put
up.
extra laxatives in your chili tomorrow.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
boy.
Were you in the stall with him? How did you get that?
I don't
It's like
even
I
Richard
was
Alder.
dead asleep at
Selfie
IHOP,
stick.
the bathroom.
We've been up for
And all of a sudden
a
I
couple of
hear
days.
him and Matt laughing. And then all of a sudden I look up and here they are with the fucking camera in my face.
Oh my God, that's
Oh.
fantastic! And I appreciate you going all out trucker style. Got the headset on and everything. I love it. And it works.
Yeah, I'm sitting
That
at
is
Dollar
hilarious.
General in Janesville getting loaded. I've been here for like
Janesville?
4 hours.
Oh, I got to go to Toma tomorrow. Aren't you jealous?
No, you could have the snow.
There's
Snowing up there
snow?
again? Oh,
Yeah, it just
Great.
snowed like 2 inches in Michigan last night.
Mm.
that sucks. I need
It
tires.
was
Oh,
snowing
yeah,
and
it was,
icing pretty good in
What's that?
Upper Wisconsin yesterday.
My wife said it was 73 degrees in Fort Worth today.
Yeah, my uncle said it was 88 in
You left.
Phoenix today.
Yeah, what's it in Kentucky, guys?
Freezing.
Oh, freezing.
It wasn't that bad. It was like 50 degrees.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
God.
It's
supposed to be like 60 tomorrow.
me,
Okay.
me and Mike are just like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
I left to go down for the Kentucky Cash Days on the Black Friday. I swear it was snowing here in 17 degrees in the dash when I left in the middle of the morning. And I got down there and it was 50 degrees. I was like, what in the world is going on? I went,
Get out, take all your clothes off.
I need to move down there.
Hey, Pro Stock John, you're a half an hour late. We were talking about that for the first half of the show.
That
brother.
track was as advertised. They told
Thank
us
you.
it was that bad. We came
Truth.
to it knowing it was that bad.
Truth
I'll
in
go again.
advertising.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, I think it's about 28 degrees right now by me.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is by us. It's just fucking cold. Real quick, let's we brought Mike on to talk about his program, MKE Real Street Takeover, and he's
Absolutely.
been kind
Let
of
me,
quiet. We haven't really brought it out here. So there's the banner.
event. And you see the dates
And-
there on there.
Yep. So Mike, let's put the spotlight on you for a minute. Why don't you tell everybody what you got going on?
Yeah, so it's a flashlight start event. Got a bunch of different classes. We have a small tire class, 28s. We have a bike class. We got a modern muscle class. Working on finalizing rules and stuff like that still. And a couple other details that are event related. And once I get a flyer up and rolling, I'll start passing it around and everything. I'm probably going to end up making some changes, excuse me, to the 28 rules. Nothing drastic. Just, make things a little bit more interesting, as we should say.
New rules for the 28 non-W.
Oh yeah, if it's a slick, it's always
Never
a W.
Never a W up ever, unless you get ding dongs that try to razor them off and think nobody's going to notice.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I'll say it on here. That's fine. I'm really leaning towards doing the 28 10-5 non-W, steel roof, steel quarter,
Yeah.
no bars, and just letting it go that way.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, that kind of goes back to where it all started. And, the steel roof is obviously a big thing now. And it's, you want to make something that's compatible with other events so the guys don't have to make changes to go race a program. So
yeah, everybody from our area that travels to race those are the rules that they race house with.
Right.
So it's not like I'm not reinventing the wheel or anything like that. I'm just trying to stay comparable along the line.
Sure.
Well, definitely, you guys. It's definitely an event you guys want to see. I mean, it's much like you saw the Kentucky Cash Days, where you saw all the people around the line and everything. MKE is like that event. It's a good time. There's lots of betting going on. It's a party at the start line. It does have security though, so it's not total free reign. So, but it is definitely an event. They have a couple times a year that you guys definitely want to check out and come down. I invite you guys from Kentucky and Indiana, Michigan, and all over. You guys come on out and come and join us down there at the MKE and in the Anarchy event. Both those events happening right next to each other, and hopefully we can get the Limpy down there to come on out and be sociable with us up here. We'll see what we can do with that.
That's a long ride for Limp, though.
Hey, Happy, are you
we're gonna have to twist his arm,
Are you gonna have security next time? I heard you guys about had enough of them guys up there betting on the starting line, or what?
Yeah, and I'm that guy too. Every event I go to,
Yeah.
Cars are like brushing my pant leg. That's me. But now that I'm on the other side of it, I'm kind of
it's
Hey,
crazy,
that's how
man.
You gotta know where to kind of draw the line. You want people to
Yeah.
be there, but at the same time, you want the program to run.
I asked Limpy, I said, if I run someone over, am I in trouble? And he's like, nah, you're good. Then it was a game after that. I rolled through the burnout box wide open.
Hell yeah.
Here, let me play this for you guys. Here you go.
All right. Chicken heads. Chicken heads. Chicken heads. Chicken heads. Chicken heads. Chicken heads. Chicken heads.
It was raw and uncut. I didn't edit that. That was just a
That's
tape where the
pretty
camera was
solid.
rolling.
So that's better footage than I see coming out of some of these YouTube channels.
Dude, that's badass. And I'll tell you what, though, what made it look tight and what made it tight on the starting line was the mud. So once
for sure.
once that mud is on, and then you got an extra couple of feet to back up, then that'll make a big difference too on the starting line when you got asphalt all the way to the side, or he's even spoke about doing concrete.
It didn't matter much because I was the first pair down,
Dude, you got big balls. Even when I walked up
whatever. We pulled out there and did it, and then I walked up later and I was like, man, there's just like 2 tracks, where they do in the burnouts, and all the rest was mud and cigarette butts and cans. I thought it was that dig or die again.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend security though for something like
That
Yeah,
was a
we
badass event. That was badass.
I mean,
Everything about it.
the main reason why we have them,
Spot,
Yeah, the-
first bring it down.
yeah, the main reason we have them is for little kids, you know, because
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah, Mark, whenever I walk back in the staging lanes and I see you grab a hold of them things and just toss them over your shoulder, I was like, you're badass, man.
He's
Yeah,
got a
I thought-
custom fire suit.
I was like, y'all better look out because I think I can get down through there, and I really thought I could.
I think everybody did.
I only street race. I only race on junk, you know. And I pull around and I was like, I know it's a little slippery, but I think we could haul ass. We haul ass everywhere. Well, we hauled ass for about 100 foot, and then it was not so good.
There we go. One more time in the video. Hold on, guys. One more time.
Who you got to call?
Yeah, that was an interesting round. I'm telling you, watching the first
Well,
one.
one thing about them chassis cars with the rack and pinion steering, they sure don't turn very sharp when you get them out of shape. My 070 Chevelle, that thing's back half. It's OG. It's got all kinds of steering.
Man. I don't think he crossed.
I went up and asked, and I threw a fit, and he said I walked down there, and everyone's like, he didn't walk down there. I was like, the man said he walked down there. I believe it, you know.
I did. It was close too, man. It was, but
I did everything I could do to
It
keep
was
that
6
shit
inches.
on the track.
It was 6 inches.
Was that what he's used to playing with? Yeah.
Wow.
It might be short.
Okay, everybody just calm down.
Hey,
I'm
did you
just
guys,
playing around,
Did you guys
okay?
have rules for crossing and stuff there?
Yeah, they
What's
use the
that?
crack in the middle of the track.
Did you guys have rules down there for crossing and stuff like that on the centerway?
yeah, and it was dead center. There was a break in the concrete, so I was going dead off the center, and anything behind that's still a cross. You know, I don't like the behind
what?
crossing coming back around, so I didn't. You know,
okay.
if you cross, you're out. Because most of the time, if a guy crosses behind, and if the guy in front sees it, and even if he lets off some, and then this guy Billy Badass is around him, like you lost, man, you crossed.
That's never happened before.
After I got down there a ways,
That's never happened up here.
No,
Yeah,
it happened up at the track that
We've seen it at Cots a couple times.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was Paul Mantilla coming around Boost 12, and that was the race that put COTS on the map nationally because that video was everywhere. I mean, everywhere. It was probably one of the most fun races I've ever announced because I couldn't even wrap my mind around it. I was like, what just happened here? You know, it was good times.
Yeah.
I definitely thought that I blew the motor up and I was in my own oil. I know what happened after we got out there. No, I let off the gas, you know what I mean? And it started getting slippery. It was still in low gear. I let off the gas, had enough engine brake to skid the back tires. So that's why it never gathered itself up. It was skidding the back tires like I was trying to drift the car.
You're probably driving
every time
I was like, man, and then I sat back on the gas. I'm like,
he was like, get the gas. He was like,
and every time Brian plays that little clip trailer again with that freaking Pinto wagon just spinning around effortlessly in a circle, it's like, it's almost comical. Like you think somebody drove their car onto an actual hockey rink. That's what it looks like. It's just
in
crazy.
blue collar, there's a video of some like the dude that sings Ice Ice Baby, and someone put the head as that station wagon, and he's out there dancing. It's fucking awesome.
No, come
Yeah.
on. Oh my God, Blue Collar Strikes again. Those guys are
Yeah.
genius.
I'll say Johnny Quick was the only one on the start line of the big tire to actually like leave and didn't work. Like it just revved up even higher, got on top of the tire, like it didn't even move.
Yeah,
Like,
he told us. Johnny told us because he was parked by us. He said he did his burnout and it never got to the chip. So when he backed up, he never shut it off. So it didn't have no what to do to leave. So when he left, it left at 7,540 pounds of boost.
That dude was singing. That shit right there, it was loud.
Yo, boy.
Yeah, it didn't move at all. Like you just sat there.
Somebody pulled the sheets right out of the gate. I can't remember who it was.
Oh, Black Camaro did.
Yeah, the black Camaro and big tire.
Yeah.
They do the final or something.
Well, they ain't drugged by Tesla, but I mean.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hey, we'll have the Tesla on Thursday, so y'all can razz them on Thursday, okay?
No, that Tesla was badass. That thing was rolling for where we were. I mean, it was doing pretty good.
He made the fastest
He
pass.
said
He
when
went 104
he
miles.
collected the money.
Yeah.
104.
104. Yeah, that thing was fast.
That's getting it.
I think it was the only car that used a second turnoff.
That's just
everybody was worried about the shutdown. But I tried telling them, you ain't got to worry about the shutdown. You're never going to make it.
Yeah, that shit's sandpaper.
You know, if you ever do another race like this, Happy, before the surface gets done, you're just gonna have to call it. You're never gonna make it. Like like the final journey, you will not make it.
Just call it the 60-foot drags.
Yeah,
The
that
next
too.
one's definitely going to be called as advertised because I think that's what
I'm going to leave my motor next time and pull 4 cylinders.
You show up in a rental car and just collect the check.
No, somebody tried it in a Tahoe. Who was in the Tahoe?
The Prestons.
The Prestons.
He couldn't 60 foot with the race cars, so he didn't have a shot. But he miling out at everybody.
Happy goes, can some dude change cars? I said, did you write down the name or the car? He said, just the name. I said, he can show up wherever the fuck he wants.
Yeah,
I had some
there's
guys
no
that was
rules.
pissed because whenever they pulled up there in the Tahoe, I had another guy come up and he's like, "Nah, man, that's bullshit. They're here with Frankenstein." And I was like, "But on my list, I just have a name. I don't have a car. I don't know what they brought."
Yeah,
and he said, "You need to tell me that I can unhook my dually from my trailer and I can run it." And I said, "Yeah, you damn right, because I don't know what car you have. I got your name wrote down."
Yeah. He said right at the beginning, he said, "There's no rules. It's a 28. That's the only rule." So they had wheelie bars, they had fucking Teslas, they had Tahoes, whatever it took. They just run whatever they want.
Yeah. My only rule, whatever you started with, you had to finish with. That was, they're not going to put Frankenstein out and drop it and put another car in. But, all I had was a name. So we're going to roll with it.
Yeah, it was badass.
Appreciate it, man.
I was thinking about running the motorhome. I didn't know if I could leave hard enough with it, though. Somebody tried it in a Tahoe. Who was in
Oh, shit.
Put the old propane hose right in the intake. Whatever it took, kick the thermostat up so we got some horsepower.
I don't know if you could have made the turn onto the track.
I think an RV on the starting line, that's the only thing that would have this whole race.
Not a top, dude. Oh, yeah. And it made it down all the way, too.
Yeah.
That's the Blackwater.
Past the start line, the back end, that way you can make the turn.
Yeah. You get that dude out of shape out there, you're going to have a mess to clean up.
Your fucking dishes are so all down the track.
Oh, then they know what's going to happen. He'll accidentally dump his black tank going on a road.
Oh, man.
I mean, that sounds like it may not have made much of a difference this weekend, but it would have stunk.
It's already winterized. You didn't have that problem.
Nice. So you'd dump ethylene glycol in the track. That's even better. Awesome.
Probably would have helped.
It might have. It might have.
Brake clean.
Oh
Brake
my
clean.
God. Yeah, Schoolboy went back and put it in the trailer, and he's looking at the brake clean like, "Fuck you, brake clean." And it's pissed off he forgot to bring it with him.
I'll have to play that video or something, Trent, real quick for everybody. That's what we needed to do. Hold on.
All right, so this is my garage. I'll turn on the killer lights. You'll see my garage. It's a mess, don't mind me. This is what I want to show you. This is a polished forklift floor from the weekend. This is acid etched because I spilled a chemical on it. Y'all need this shit done in Kentucky.
That floor in Kentucky was way more polished than that.
Yes, it was.
Looking at it, yeah. And I was not even kidding. I had a chemicals. It's called back clem. When I used to haul stone to a concrete yard, and we get concrete residue on our trucks, and the guy gave me a gallon of it, and I had it laying around forever, and a cap on the bottle came loose, and it spilled on the floor, and the shit ate my floor.
Damn.
Like, just ate it. So I'm thinking maybe you guys could just pump it up in a wand, like freaking, VHT, and just kind of go out there and just spray it on a track, and you'll get a nice surface out of it, and Gucci.
Yeah.
I'll have to look and see what they use out on the highway, because like when we did the concrete out there, they sprayed something on it for grip because it was too smooth. I'll have to look it up and give it to you, Happy. So
They
you
didn't groove it? They
did, but one spot where they had to redo it.
It might be the same stuff because, like, you drip the stuff on, you just pour a little on the concrete and it'll just etch a little circle in it. It's pretty wild the way it
sprayed
works.
it on with pump sprayers and power washed it off, and it was like a good surface place now, for the cars to drive on. It was already they like ground it and it was too smooth, so then they had to etch it to make it rougher so it wasn't so slippery.
Yeah, it's like it's an acid you use and it etches the cement. You just wash it away.
Yeah. Well, the stuff I had is designed to remove cement off of like concrete chutes and trucks and whatnot. So
Muriatic acid, that's what it was. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this isn't muriatic acid. It's a specialty. Yeah. Anybody that does concrete will probably know what it is, but it's some weird specialty chemical they call back clem. And we used to use it. Like I said, they would take it concrete chutes and all the parts of the mixer. They would clean it off, and it would take off hard concrete. Wouldn't hurt the metal. It was crazy.
That's what Rank was talking about last night. The guy with the rallet car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Whatever. It made me think about it when I walked in from work today. I'm like, if they could have had this shit in Kentucky, this would be a whole different conversation.
Nah,
but then again,
they're learning, man.
But it wouldn't have the ring of as advertised. Like, cause that's a pretty good sounding race.
Yeah.
Like you can't. Ain't nobody can come and be like, hey,
I
didn't know this was going to be like this. Yes, you did.
If you guys sprayed it and drug it and then raced on it to get some rubber the whole way down, I think it would come around and be a good racetrack. It's just so new.
Just need some more rubber.
I don't know how long it would stick. I think you would have to rosin the shit out of it, but then I think it would peel.
I think it'd peel
up. Yeah, maybe.
The test day they had, that's what they did apparently. They drug it and try to spray it a little bit, and 4 cars wrecked on the test day.
That brush on that skid steer, man, that's polishing it up every pass, making it slippery.
Right. And hey, Tony Swift. Yeah, Tony Swift just came in and said muriatic acid is what they use to etch polished layers. I'm not a concrete guy. I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Who knows?
Yeah, it'll work. That'll definitely work.
It works. I use it in my garage floor to clean all the oil stain off when I oil swap, engine swap. And I was talking to one of the guys. I was down setting up the finish line cam, and one of the racers is a concrete guy, and he says, "I know what happened here." I said, "There's a machine that was run over this. They poured all this. It got out of hand, and it was too much for them, and that's what they had to do to fix it."
Yeah, it was probably either too hot or too cold out when they poured it.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe they overwatered it too. It might have been, not slumping enough, and they put a bunch of water in it.
Yeah.
And it smoothed out a lot. I don't know. Or they drove that little Zamboni thing with the two,
That's what they did. They drove that Zamboni thing over.
It's called a power trowel.
That's it. Yeah, that's what he said it was. Yep. That's it.
Poured it with a machine. They would need it drier. If they poured it, just free poured it, then they would need it wetter.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was an experience. I think that one made for the history books that we'll never probably see something like this again. What happened this weekend? But
yeah, they'll always talk. Everyone will always talk about that race for the rest of ever. We'll be old fucking dickheads talking about it.
You remember that one time when we raced on the Amazon warehouse floor? God damn, that was a good race. Like, that's what's going to happen.
I'll have to make a couple memes out of all this. One of Kelly Nate and his comments. I'll get that going, and some others.
Thank you.
Thanks to Dylan down there for the idea. But hey, I heard that Mark, you're doing something pretty great to help out a fellow racer, if I'm understanding right.
Yeah, when Nick, I seen he got an accident there, wherever you guys were at, and
Kuniak?
I put a GoFundMe together or fundraiser for him, and like I didn't know what it would bring, but I think it's already got like $7,200. So
That's
he's gonna
amazing.
try to get that thing together and get not War in the Woods, but Dig or Die this weekend is his goal.
I hope he makes it. He's had a rough string of luck this year.
Man, yeah.
I mean, like, and it's not like he screwed up. He just had a rough string of luck.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. You pull that motherfucker on the street, you might die. That's what you're there for.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you can't be mad at all.
We all know
we
what's
had
up.
Nick Coleman on a couple weeks ago. You know, he's making waves in the stick shift world, and his last truck. I mean, he wadded it up into a tree and broke his arm street racing up in Milwaukee, and he started building the new truck with his arm in a cast. Like
I've banged my shit up on the street against other racers. You put all the cars on a little skinny road. That's what it goes. It is what it is.
It's true.
Hey, I'll play the video for the what happened with Nick so everybody can kind of see and understand what's going on with the GoFundMe. Hold on one second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me make sure we got audio for you guys. Give me a second here.
We lost Dylan.
Good. Fuck Dylan.
You know what? It was too quiet. He wanted to listen to his freaking, his Biggie Smalls or whatever the fuck he's got going on there.
Jelly roll.
Talk about that.
Jelly roll.
Wrong with Biggie.
What?
Biggie.
I appreciate you doing that for Nick also, Mark. That's
good. That's good shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Like soon as I seen it happen, I was at the hospital with one of my homies. Like something happened to his, Chubby, the guy that runs with me and always drives me everywhere. Something happened to his kidney, so he's all hurt. I'm sitting at the hospital. I see that go down, and that's the first thing I did was make that GoFundMe for him. I hope it helps him enough to at least get to War in the Woods or Dig or Die. I mean,
yeah, hell yeah.
He's got one. Yeah, he wants to go to War in the Woods.
He wants to go
Yeah.
so bad right now.
Yeah.
Bro,
Mark.
War in the Woods is badass. I love that place.
Yeah.
It is.
Hey, Mark, make sure you get that link and share that link around so we can spread that thing around, okay?
Yeah, I messaged Limpy. He shared it for me. Brian shared it. It's on my page. If you guys would go there and share it, that'd be cool. Everyone,
Go ahead and post it in the comments on your Facebook on this
Man,
live
I
chat.
don't
if
even
you
know how to
mind.
do all that, but I'll try.
There goes BJ.
Do you know how to post it in the comments?
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Oh, good Lord, she's cold.
Oh, this is going to be hard to watch.
That
Man,
looks like it's going to be a badass road too, man. Looks like there's some racing goes down on that.
so Nick said that it looked like we might have T-boned him. He said that Malibu actually ran into his rear tires. I don't know. I've never seen it from this angle.
You're going to see it.
Yeah, right there. Man.
Yeah, he clipped his nose as he came across. I haven't seen that angle before, but again, that's part of Brian's rough footage. The footage this guy comes up with is amazing.
Damn. He's going to get it back together though. For sure.
Yeah, he's got a cool body for it, and he found all the parts. The chassis really wasn't hurt that bad. Just a few brackets from where they drug it out of the ditch down the road. They ground some stuff off, so he's pretty confident that they can make it to Dig or Die.
Yeah,
That'd
he's
be
got
amazing.
a
I'd
good
love to see
challenge
him
going
do it.
on that, I think, if I remember right.
He just posted that he just found a body for it too, right?
Yeah, they picked it up.
Where in the hell is he finding bodies for this truck? He's like, it's not like hey, I need an old shoebox Chevy. I need like a 1927 Dodge pickup. Who's got one? Like it's so obscure. I love that he finds
I think he's doing a sedan now.
Yeah.
Oh, is he really? Okay.
I think
It'd be weird to see him not in a pickup truck though.
No.
Well, he had a sedan. He had that sedan before.
Oh, did he?
Turning 30 is different than that truck.
Hey, Brian.
I got you. I'm on it already.
I just sent you the link. I just sent it to you. I'm
don't.
not very good with this.
I got it. I got you, Mark.
Computer very well.
All right. Dylan's not very good with a phone charger apparently.
Somebody just shared it in the comments.
iPhone users.
All right, so
There
I
it
just
is.
added the link there in the comments. It's on for this live feed for the GoFundMe for him, and it's going very strong. So I actually really thank you for doing that for him. It really wasn't his fault. He did everything right, And
Yeah.
it's racing. It's what it is, All the
I
best
read
weekend
some
hit a rough
stuff
time.
on Blue. I read some stuff on Blue Collar. Them guys are brutal on there. They're like, well, he never got on the brakes. Man, When shit happens in fast cars in that short period of time, you don't have time to do everything. You're trying to get your life together, you know.
Well,
So,
and I suspect looking at the angle now that we saw the on car from the Malibu,
he was driving
it's
around him.
He probably figured shit. I got to get around before he comes over and gets me.
He was on his way around him so fast that he's like, I'll be around this guy before he gets out of shape. He barely caught a hold of him, you know. Another 4 inches, he'd have made it out alive. So
yeah, but I mean, jamming on the brakes right then and there too could probably be the worst thing.
Wait, he probably
I think it'd been a lot worse.
Malibu.
I would have stayed in it. I would have never lifted. So I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
no, you're right.
When in doubt,
He
throttle out.
should have got out of it.
And the way like, he probably sits in that truck and the way it has so much travel in the truck, he probably ain't like he's seen him, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you're there. Maybe he figured if he just kind of gassed it, he'd just kind of do a wheelie and just jump right over the Malibu, you know?
Well,
the way the front of the truck comes up.
Whacking him in the back corner like that's what got him so out of shape. But
yeah, that's rough.
Can't change nothing now.
Little trivia for you guys may not have heard this, but the very first pass at the very first COTS was the exact same situation. The car in the right lane hit the car in the left lane's quarter and put both cars into the wall. The very first COTS up at 41 back in 2008.
Oh.
That was who the hell was it? Mighty Mouse and Oz, and you know one of them came across and clipped a quarter of the car in the left lane, both right into the wall.
I think I was in the 6th grade in 2008.
Yeah, you see all this gray hair. I've been doing this a little while. Yeah, it was you could literally from the starting line you could hear all the keys on the.
I'm a silver fox too, right here. You see that?
Yeah,
silver.
You could hear everybody like tapping their tunes down. You talk to Hamilton, you know, HGT, who won it actually, and he's just like, everybody just turned it off. Like we ran in the spring, they didn't know what to expect, and after that, it was it was a little sketchy the first couple passes, but luckily that was the only one. But that's a scary wreck to see anywhere.
I don't want to see anybody wreck. I want to see them drive and on the edge out of control, but I don't like to see anybody crash, even if I don't like them. That's still not good, you know.
So I was there for when he wrecked Dirty 30, and that dude was violent. That was by far the worst wreck I've ever seen.
That was rough.
Yes, it was.
Bad.
The best kind of ambulance is one that stays parked.
Yeah.
Kind of the way I look at it. I like them to be decorative.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're giving shout outs, I want to give a shout out to Brian's hoodie. That's a badass hoodie you're wearing, man.
Oh, this one right here? Heck yeah, man.
Support your local street racer. Support your local street racer.
Who made that hoodie, Brian?
Is that man right down there happy?
Yeah. I'd be wearing one right now, but
I got them coming.
I would like to get one. I didn't see them.
Happy. Where do you get that stuff, Happy?
Man, I damn near sold out of everything at the track. So I just made that design. It's something new. It's something I've wanted to do for 15 years.
Yeah.
And
I hope you do more. Make another batch of them.
Well, I also want to know, Happy. I think that was you on the line there because you were lighting the race. What were you wearing? It looked like a giant biker vest. What was that?
It's a street racer vest.
Yeah, I couldn't see it because he turned it panned off him. I didn't know what it was.
It's the International Brotherhood of Street Racers. It's a whole brotherhood of street racers. It started out in California by a guy.
Oh yeah, IBSR. I haven't heard of IBSR in a long time, but yeah,
me and this man both represented our vest this weekend in Kentucky, and it meant a lot to me. Him showing up, as soon as he got out of the car, he had his vest on, and I was like, I don't ever leave home without it, because to me that's serious shit. When you're from another state out of California, and they invite you into that brotherhood, it means a lot to me, especially in Kentucky. Like we're nobody in the street racer world, but for them to pick me to be in the brotherhood with them, that's serious shit to me, man.
Yeah,
I suspect you guys.
I love what they stand for.
Yeah, you guys, I think, are going to be the up and coming area in the next couple of years. Seems like there's a lot of heat in Kentucky.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
we're paving more streets. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
All polished.
If you ever got come
street, Amazon parking lot, warehouse, whatever, doesn't matter.
If you guys ever want to come and race on the real street where it's slippery like that, we put a cash days on right here by my house, and let me tell you what, it's like dig or die surface slippery. I think the last time we had one, the fastest car went 720. So pretty good shit.
That's a good surface here.
Yeah, I'll drop that. I'll have that video for the Detroit races that I was at. Probably the next week or two, I'll have that finished up for you guys. You can see what it's like. But well, I want to thank you guys all for being on. And it was getting kind of late, and we appreciate y'all. Mike, I appreciate you coming out and sharing with us. And you guys definitely, you guys love what we had this weekend. You guys are going to love this event on June 10th and 11th and September 9th and 10th.
Great
the
Lakes
MK Real
Dragway.
Streak over. Yes, definitely come on up to Chicago, everybody.
Yeah, and I gotta get
worth
my-
the drive. This is an event you definitely want to get to. Check out Cars and Chaos. Check out their channel on Facebook and their event coming up. The Cars and Chaos on the Hill in KD. Definitely the place to be. And we're going to be at PRI. So that was their pace there.
I'm watching Limpy do a sign language. It's actually kind of cracking me up down here.
It's like,
looks like he's-
okay, I got you, Lippy. Okay. Enough of that anyway. So,
Are you going to be at PRI, Mark? Are you coming, Mark, to PRI?
To PRI, I might. They were just talking about strippers, and I don't know if my old lady's gonna let me out of the house now, but I'm gonna try.
No strippers.
No
There's no
strippers.
strippers. No strippers.
No,
there's no
that's-
strippers, bro.
No, there's listen.
I go down there
from
and take that
from
money from
Tiki
that pro
Bob's.
tree race. What's up?
From
There you
Tiki
go.
Bob's,
Bring that
you just
down.
go
Come on
back
down
to
for
the
that.
hotel.
What
That's all you got to do.
What street racer goes to the titty bars?
What?
Yeah, you got a point there.
Not these ones. We're trying to put our
Well, they
race
don't put the
car.
money in
The
their
same
car
ones
instead of
that
there.
never run from the cops.
I ain't never ran from nobody.
I don't run. I'd rather put me in jail, so save me a trip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rich rather put his money in his car, so hey. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna see a lot of friends down there, and we're gonna have a good time. You guys definitely should come on down to PRI. It's gonna be a big party, definitely for sure. I'm sure we're gonna get something
definitely
going and
try
get a
to-
good meet up there, buddy.
I'm definitely gonna try to come down to PRI. I'll look you guys up when I get there.
Yeah, come on down. Jasper's gonna be in the Waffle House booth. Come on down with him. Hang out with him.
Come
that
on,
week.
Mark. I'll show you a magic trick when you get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make a plan and get all of us together as a group, and we'll have a little bit of fun down there. So it'll definitely be a good
we
time.
better bring bail money. That sounds like trouble.
Oh, hey.
Get a bunch of rowdy street racers in the same place isn't good.
Hey, you got to bring your RV for that one. So we got a place to crash. You know?
Oh yeah, so we got a party bus. Gotcha.
Yeah, there you go.
There's no stripper pool.
No, none of that. No.
Oh, that's no fun.
Hey, we got to be ready for the tree there down there. So, but anyways, hey, it's good seeing y'all. I want to thank everybody and our fans that are still here after this long day.
something?
And
Can I say something?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Fuck Mark.
I should have sent him a link. But anyways. Alrighty, guys. You guys all have a good night. We'll look forward to seeing everybody again. Thank you, Mike Kotas, for coming in and check out his event.
Thanks for
Check
having me.
out and Trent's event coming up, the Anarchy No Prep event on June 11th or on
Actually,
the
that's
4th.
the
I'm
wrong
sorry,
flyer.
that is
Yeah.
the wrong flyer.
We got
My
that.
bad.
We
That
got
was
that
not on
little issue
purpose.
worked out, and I'm very happy for it. I think it's
I
better for
apologize.
everybody.
That was an accident on my part. I grabbed the old one. But thank you to Mark and for coming on and Team
Like a
Meatball
little fist bump
Racing.
in
We'll see a
midair.
lot more of you guys. And Lumpy and Happy. We'll see you guys again on Thursday. And thank you guys all. I had a great time. And thanks. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Chris is like, you see his comment up there?
Yeah.
That's
That's the
Chris
dude that
Lane
got
will
me
be on
hooked.
Thursday to talk about it.
Yeah, he'll be on there. There we go. Right. All right, we'll have to get all of us together. I'm Chris during the party with us. So
Hey,
his
hey,
outfit
Brian,
on.
That's it again.
before you should get that whole song on that video for me so I can post it.
I'm working on that video. I got to finish it up.
All
I'm
right,
putting a
all
couple
right,
other clips from other events on there for you. So I got you.
All
Don't
right.
worry.
Fuck Mark.
Well, appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys later.
All
Thanks,
right,
Mark.
talk to
See you,
y'all
buddy.
later. Thank you,
Later.
guys.
All right, Mike,
I'll see you
Limp,
again soon.
Team Meatball,
See
happy.
you guys.
Truth in advertising, love it.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
I'll
Fuck Mark.
shout out to you guys, and I know you're coming up on our way, so we'll have to talk later. Take care, guys.